it was quite a bizarre situation when Steve Witkoff was on TV saying that couldn't really answer what Russia's concessions will be, what Russia will have to give up in these negotiations. So on one hand, you have Zelensky spending the last few weeks negotiating this minerals deal with the US, and then on the other hand, the Trump administration can't tell us what Russia will be giving up in order to broker this peace deal. So it kind of looks like from the outside world right now that Russia might be getting off scot-free and Ukraine is the one giving up things. Is that your interpretation of what's been happening?
Absolutely, and it's the interpretation of the majority of Ukrainians as well. I mean, Trump talks about the art of the deal, but his administration has been giving up, concessions to Russia from day one. They've been talking about how, no NATO, potentially pulling NATO troops back from Baltic states, from Poland, and legitimizing Russia's conquest of Ukraine. So again, like you said, Russia's not really being asked to give up anything, and it seems that the Ukrainians are being asked to accept the Russian occupation of significant parts of their country. And here's the thing, Ukraine cannot be forced to do a deal. The Ukrainian military, and I was at the front about 2.5 weeks ago, the Ukrainian military is not on the verge of collapsing. They are holding the line pretty well. The Russians are advancing in some areas, but they're advancing at a very, very slow rate. They're taking astronomical casualties. Look at the Russian army right now. They're literally sending soldiers on crutches to do assaults. And there's multiple cases of this documented by both the Ukrainians and the Russians themselves, because generally when Russian soldiers complain about something, the way they do it is they record a video, they upload it to their Telegram channels, they say, hey, we're being treated appallingly by our officers, can someone help us, right? So we know that this is happening. They've been reduced to using donkeys to, carry out logistics operations because the Ukrainians have destroyed so many of their trucks. And again, this is easily confirmable. You can go on Russian social media and look at the videos of this. Ukrainian drones are killing huge numbers of Russian soldiers, destroying huge amounts of Russian equipment. And again, this is not an army that's just going to conquer Ukraine. Even if the US pulled all support tomorrow, Russia would still, not be able to conquer Ukraine. It's a vast country. They have a huge army even now, and they are determined to resist.